Wow, more craziness in California? What's going on this time? Let's find out next. Dave Edwards, Treasure Valley Dave here, and today I want to talk about something I just found out about going on in California that I think might be of interest to you. So let's check that out. So first of all, let's just jump right in. Oh, hey, looky here. Here's my website, treasurevalleydave.com. Make sure you go to this, check out that resources tab. And there's a lot of great stuff in here for you. You can download it. It's all free and it's all for you. But let's get back to what we're talking about here. Thousands of convicted pedophiles in California are being released from prison in less than a year for horrific acts. So this is a story just out of the Daily Mail. And they go through a lot of very interesting things. Analysis of California's sex offenders database shows thousands of child molesters are being let out of prison within just months. This is a very new article, and you can go look for it on the web easily. It says that they're being let out after just a few months, despite sentencing guidelines. So you hear all those politicians out there, thumping their podium, saying, "Hey, we passed this law, or we proposed this law." Well, it's all meaningless if it doesn't do anything. Am I right? Current and former sex crime prosecutors. The prosecutors are saying the figures are terrifying and shameful. More than 7,000 sex offenders are convicted of lewd and lascivious acts with children under 14 years of age were let out of prison the same year that they were incarcerated. And so they just go through, they get very detailed. And it just goes on and on and on. And there's Megan for what Megan's Law is named after, and it just keeps going, and it's a very detailed story. It's like, golly. But what else do we have? Did you know California laws don't prevent minors from getting married? Well, speaking of molesters, here's this guy. It was a friend of the family. He was left babysitting a 13-year-old girl. Repeatedly raped her, eventually impregnated her, and then he convinced the parents to let him marry her. So in California, all you need is parental consent and you can marry at any age. Although the minimum marriage age is 18 in most states, exceptions to that requirement in all but 6 states leave the door wide open for children to wed. In California, a person under 18 can marry with the consent of one parent and a judge, following review of a case that includes interviews with the parties involved. No minimum age for marriage in California. So, we've seen what, the government people do with children. CPS, have you heard any of those horror stories from that? What else? Idaho, we don't do that. In Idaho, if you're 18, you can get married without anybody's consent. Well, obviously, your partner's consent would be very handy, huh? But a minor can marry as young as 8 or as young as 16 with parental consent, and only if there is no more than a 3-year age gap between the parties. And there's no way a child under 16 can get married in Idaho. But what we're talking about over here with, not the perverts in general, but this specific pervert, she was 13 and he could get married. And that got him out of going to prison for the rest of the month in California. Oh, it's terrible. But Idaho's a little bit better. And let's keep it that way. And how we're going to keep it that way? The way that we've been going. We have more and more conservatives from California moving to Idaho, helping us get more and more conservatives elected into office. At every level within the state. And those places that we still have rhinos, like our governor, we have much more patriot pressure to make him do the right things going forward. So if you're in California and you want to move back to America, come to Idaho, and at least here you got a chance to make things better. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to this channel. That means so much. Like this video as well. Share with somebody that might need to see it. Go to our website, treasurevalleydave.com. And until next time, look forward to helping you get home.